Imagine a king whose army wasn't just made up of men, but of massive jinns, soaring birds, and even the wind itself. But how did one man keep control over the most powerful spirits on the earth? This is the story of Prophet Sulaiman AS, a king who ruled over jinns, humans, animals, and various birds. Prophet Sulaiman AS was the son of Dawood AS, who was a wise king of Bani Israel. When Dawood AS passed away, he was succeeded by Sulaiman, who was chosen by Allah to carry forth his dad's prophethood. Sulaiman a.s. inherited his father's dominion and knowledge. Prophet Sulaiman a.s. enjoyed much of his success in the world. He was put in a unique position over any other prophet as having authority over an entire empire. This empire was not unlike any other in history. He ruled over not just humans, but also the animals, jinns, and birds. He was admired and loved by all as their leader.
We are so lucky to have Sulaiman as our king.
Yes, truly blessed.
Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentions in Surah An-Naml, verses 15 to 17. Indeed, we granted knowledge to Dawood and Sulaiman, and they said in acknowledgement,
All praise is for Allah, who has privileged us over many of his faithful servants.
And Dawood was succeeded by Sulaiman, who said,
O people, we have been taught the language of birds and been given everything we need. This is indeed a great privilege.
Sulaiman al-Islam's forces of jinns, humans, and birds were rallied for him, perfectly organized. One day, Prophet Sulaiman a.s. gathered his army to journey to the country of Ascalon. He had various battalions, including jinn, men, birds, and animals of all kinds marching together. While they were passing through a valley, an abhorrent ant noticed the army approaching them from a distance. It cried out, shouting to others, warning other ants. Prophet Sulaiman a.s. heard the speech of the ant, and he started to smile and laugh. He was so filled with the love of his creator that he made dua.
O ants! Enter your houses so that you do not get crushed by Sulaiman and his soldiers while they are unaware.
My Lord, enable me to be grateful for your favor which you have bestowed upon me and upon my parents, and to do righteousness of which you approve. And admit me by your mercy into your righteous servants.
A quality shown by great leaders is knowing about their companions' well-being. One day, Prophet Sulaiman a.s. was inspecting his army and noticed among the hoopoe birds one was missing. He said,
Why do I not see the hoopoe? Or is he among the absent? I will inflict a severe punishment on him, or maybe even slaughter him unless he comes forth with a convincing reason for his absence.
I have encompassed knowledge, that which you do not know.
How could this be? Prophet Sulaiman AS thought to himself. He had eyes and ears everywhere through his jinn, animals, and people. It was surprising to him that a little bird could bring unknown news. So he listened closely as the bird continued.
I bring news from Sheba. A woman rules with a great throne. She and her people bow to the sun instead of Allah. Satan made their deeds seem good and turned them from his path. They do not bow to Allah, who reveals what is hidden in the heavens and the earth, and knows what you conceal and declare. Allah, there is no God but Him, Lord of the great throne.
Take this letter of mine and deliver it to them. Then leave them and see what answer they will return.
The queen ruled over Sheba, what is now known as Yemen. Although the Quran does not explicitly mention this, it is believed that her name was Bilqis. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says she was given power, authority, and a magnificent throne. Still, her empire did not match the size and grandeur of Prophet Sulaiman AS. But it was remarkable in its own right. She possessed everything she needed. The queen said to her officials after receiving the letter,
O chiefs, a noble letter has reached me. It is from Sulaiman and it reads, "With the name of Allah, the most merciful, do not oppose me and come to me in submission." O chieftains, let me have your counsel in this matter, for I make no firm decision without you.
We are a people of strength and great military might, but the decision is yours, so decide what you will command.
Peace is wiser than war, which only brings loss and destruction. I will send gifts from our finest treasures to Sulaiman, so my courtiers may also see his power and greatness.
Sulaiman AS' team had brought him the news that Bilqis's messengers were en route with what seemed as gift. He smartly gathered his army to show strength. He knew they would try to gather information for Bilqis. When they came, they looked at his army and immediately realized it was too powerful to resist. They had never seen such a command and domestication of lions, tigers, birds, and soldiers.
This army can't be defeated.
Then they presented Sulaiman AS with the gifts, but it did not interest him at least. His integrity could not be bought with a few gifts. He had only one objective, and that was to spread the belief in Tawheed, the oneness of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
Do you give me wealth? What Allah gave me is better. You are happy with your gift, but return to them. For we will come with soldiers they cannot face and drive them out in shame.
The envoys returned to Bilqis with the gifts and reported to her the magnificence of Prophet Sulaiman AS and his kingdom. The queen was impressed by him and decided that she would accept his invitation, but wished to speak with him directly. She then prepared herself and set off to the travel of Jerusalem.
Your Majesty, Sulaiman rejected the gifts.
I wish to speak with him directly. Prepare my travel to Jerusalem.
Prophet Sulaiman AS wanted to show his power, not use it in war. He challenged his assembly of jinns, as stated in the Qur'an.
O assembly of jinn, which of you will bring me her throne before they come to me in submission?
The mission was not an easy task. To enter her palace unnoticed, secure the throne, and transport it before the queen's arrival. But completing it, he believed, would help her see Allah's unlimited power and control. He could explain how Allah's enablement, not his power, made such miracles possible. A powerful one spoke from the jinn.
I will bring it to you before you rise from your place, and indeed, I am for this task strong and trustworthy.
Sulaiman AS did not respond to this jinn. Then one who had knowledge of the book said that he could bring it even faster than that. Before Prophet Sulaiman AS could even blink, the magnificent throne that the hoopoe bird spoke of was placed in front of him. He was once again amazed of the blessings of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and immediately turned to supplication.
This is by my Lord's grace to test me if I am grateful or not. Whoever are grateful benefits himself, and whoever is ungrateful, my Lord is free of need and most generous.
When Bilqis arrived at Prophet Sulaiman AS palace, she was greeted with a ceremony. Earlier, Prophet Sulaiman AS had asked to disguise the throne slightly to test her reaction. She was wise and patient. She did not hesitate to reject this claim as most people would, seeing it would be inconceivable that the throne she just left was now in her presence. Instead, she kept looking at it, assessing all the details and noticing the striking resemblance.
Is your throne like this one?
It seems to be the same.
From this simple interaction, Sulaiman AS was impressed to see she was very diplomatic in her approach. She then continued saying,
We already recognized the truth before this, and we had submitted.
As Prophet Sulaiman AS led the queen through his palace, he brought her into a grand hall that was constructed by the jinn. The floor was crafted from a thick layer of transparent glass, and underneath it flowed water. Mistaking the floor for a pool of water, the queen lifted her garment to keep it dry. Sulaiman AS then clarified,
Indeed, it is a palace whose floor is made smooth with glass.
in her heart, she had already been drawn to Islam, but this experience made her realize something more. Outward appearances can deceive the understanding of people. She began to connect the lessons from Sulaiman AS and saw how worshipping the sun and moon because of their prominence was foolish. This is the visible reality, but truly only Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala could make their appearances prominent. At that moment, she renounced the religion of polytheism and embraced Islam, saying,
My lord, I had surely wronged myself, and now I submit along with Sulaiman to Allah, the Lord of all the worlds.
Before Prophet Sulaiman salam had gained dominion over the jinns, some of them strayed away from the right path and spent time misleading people with their magic.
I will deceive humans by doing this.
The falsely claimed abilities to tell the future and see the unseen, leading many to misguided beliefs. With the support of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Prophet Sulaiman salam put an end to this practice. He subdued the jinns, thereby protecting the people from false worship. For their punishment, the jinns were made to be public servants, helping carry out tasks Prophet Sulaiman salam had. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in Surah Saba, ayat 12 to 13, "And to Sulaiman we subjected the wind. Its morning stride was a month's journey, and so was its evening stride." It means Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave Prophet Sulaiman salam control over the wind. It could carry him and his army so fast that what normally takes a month's travel could be done in just half a day. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala continues, "And we caused a stream of molten copper to flow for him," which means Allah gave Prophet Sulaiman salam a flowing source of copper so he could use it for construction and craftsmanship in the kingdom. Allah further says, "And we subjected some of the jinn to work under him by his Lord's will, and whoever of them deviated from our command, we made them taste the torment of the blaze." Jinns were commanded to serve him, building and working under his authority, but only by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's permission. Any jinn who disobeyed Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's command while serving Sulaiman salam would be punished with fire. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the next ayah, "They made for him whatever he desired of sanctuaries, statues, basins as large as reservoirs, and cooking pots fixed into the ground." Which means the jinn built whatever Sulaiman salam wanted: tall palaces, statues, huge water containers, and large fixed cooking pots. We ordered, "Work gratefully, O family of Dawood. Only a few of my servants are grateful." Meaning, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reminded the family of Prophet Dawood salam, including Prophet Sulaiman, to show thankfulness through their actions. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala points out that true gratitude is rare among people.
God's mercy is upon you.
Thank you.
For this provision.
May peace be with you.
But the most powerful king would soon face a moment that no one accepted. As the time drew near for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to call his servant back to him. Even the king who had commanded the wind could not escape the decree of Allah. Then, by the command of Allah, the angel of death quietly took his soul. His body remained supported by the staff, showing no sign that he had departed from this world. Obviously, to the Prophet's passing, the jinn continued to work tirelessly day in and day out. It wasn't until some termites came and ate through his staff that Prophet Sulaiman AS' body fell to the door. Only then did the people came to know of his passing. They gathered around and questioned how long he had been like this. They wondered how the jinns remained clueless about his passing. This event served as a powerful demonstration to show his people that the evil jinns are truly incapable of seeing the unseen and knowing the future. Had they been aware of the Prophet's passing, they would abandon their stations and stopped working immediately.
When did Sulaiman pass away? How did the jinns not know?
We have indeed lost a great king.
This was the story of Prophet Sulaiman AS, a king blessed with power and a servant devoted to Allah. If you found this beneficial, share your thoughts below and consider subscribing for more stories from the Qur'an. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Like, share, subscribe. What story next?